Looming budget cuts have Illinois schools a bit on edge. There were possible solutions are in the works.
Then Fire Ops 101, see one of our own going through fire school and hear her experiences.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Emily Scarlett. Thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning.
And I'm Chris Langlois. Thanks for joining us. With police raising concerns over panhandling at busy Bettendorf intersection, City Council will discuss this issue at a meeting tonight. And
while asking for money from the public isn't illegal, city leaders are hoping to at least keep the activity away from busy intersections in hopes of preventing traffic concerns. Tonight, Bettendorf City Council leaders will consider prohibiting people from soliciting money near controlled intersections. This is anywhere signs or signal lights control the movement of traffic in hopes of increasing public safety after police department officials identified traffic concerns because of panhandling around busy intersections. Tonight's meeting begins at 7 o'clock.
And we've been talking throughout the morning about our own Alice Kang going through Fire Ops 101. That's an inside look at what it's like to be a firefighter and some of the challenges that they face every single day. She joins us live in the studio and tells us about the 6-hour event. Hey, Alice.
Hey, Chris and Emily. Fire Ops 101 consisted of Moline city officials, city workers, and media. I got a 6-hour schooling. This was the last scenario I went through. How to save someone that's trapped in a vehicle. Firefighters say the second someone gets in an accident, they have exactly 1 hour to get that patient to the hospital for the highest survival rate. And while an hour may seem like a long time, it goes by with a blink of an eye. Every crash situation is different. It was really cool to use the power tools, but they were so heavy. I did have a tough time holding them up, especially since this was the last event of the day and all the scenarios were exhausting. Now, if you want to watch the full video and story, we have that on our website, ourquadcities.com. Also, the Moline Fire Department hopes to make Fire Ops 101 an annual event. They say everything was so successful this year, and they were happy with the outcome. Alice King, Local 4 News this morning.
Way to go, Alice. Nice job out there. Tough times for Illinois education. A forum hosted by State Representative Mike Smitty addressing the big issues facing local schools. We're local for you this morning as Ashley Richmond reports on possible solutions to the looming budget cuts.
The state budget is an ongoing issue in Illinois, but as Governor Rauner tries to balance the budget, folks in our area are keeping educating the future generation on the forefront.
You look at No Child Left Behind, the unfunded mandates. I don't know how this situation got so out of control, really.
Concerned educators and parents with questions filled the auditorium at Moline High School, raising some important issues like standardized testing and school funding. Even as Governor Rauner puts money back into the 2016 education budget, lawmakers and educators are still worrying about budget cuts.
What's more alarming is some of the programs that were completely eliminated from state funding out of the budget, and that was advanced placement classes, after-school programs for our kids, agriculture education.
And even though Rock Island County residents were not willing to sign off on a recent 1-cent sales tax increase to fund local schools, parents urge that change has to be made.
I think people need to be really honest, be willing to take the politics out of it and sit down and work it out.
Ashley Richmond, Local 4 News this morning.
Thank you, Ashley. And you can add 2 more names to the Republicans running for president. Dr. Ben Carson and Carly Fiorina are officially in the race, and one candidate will be in the Quad Cities this week. Carson is a retired neurosurgeon. He announced he's running Sunday, but held a formal kickoff in Detroit yesterday. Carson will be in Davenport tomorrow at St. Ambrose University. And Carly Fiorina announced yesterday that she's also running for president. The former CEO of HP was the first woman to run a Fortune 500 company. She's been making her rounds and already made a stop in Iowa. And former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee is expected to throw his hat into the ring at an event in his home state today.
Officials say the bird flu virus has been found in 4 more locations in Iowa, bringing the total number of poultry that must be killed in the state to more than 19 million. The Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship announcing Monday that new cases were reported at an egg-laying operation in Wright County and at 3 turkey farms, 2 in Buena Vista County and 1 in Cherokee. The birds are killed in an effort to halt the spread of the virus. And spring fire hydrant flushing will begin today in Galesburg. This will take place from 8 until 4 through Friday. This is a method of cleaning water mains through a network of flushing sequences and will ensure the greatest quality of water. General hydrant flushing locations will be posted daily on the city's website.
And it's Navy Week here in the Quad Cities, and there's an Iowa connection to the Navy's rich history as well. The 5 Sullivan brothers from Waterloo were on the USS Juneau during World War II when it sank. The Navy paid its respect to the family by commissioning USS the Sullivans.
With the rich heritage of the family and coming back to Iowa and being a part of Navy Week, it's a real honor to be here.
You can hear from this sailor about his experiences on the USS the Sullivans at this year's Navy Week, but that's not the only event taking place. You can hear performances from Navy bands and enjoy a Blue Angels show. We've posted a list of events to our website, ourquadcities.com.
All right, and we also want to send another reminder for folks to head to our WHBF Facebook page and answer today's hot topic question. We want to hear from you folks, and we may even share some of your responses on the next Local 4 News this morning.
And it's a really good one today, so make sure you head over there. And if you're not our Facebook friend already, if you haven't given us a like, make sure you give us a like there, because we always have your latest news, weather, and sports. It's that one-stop place you can go to for all of that.
And here's a guy who's easy to like. Let's check in with meteorologist Anthony Peoples. Anthony, how are things looking on this Cinco de Mayo?
Well, things are looking rather foggy out there, and I think people would probably like me better if it was sunny outside right now. But later today, we'll see some sunshine, but rather dense fog over the Mississippi River Valley early this morning. Our current temperature is 59. We do have a east-northeast wind at 6. Visibility down to 2 miles in the Quad Cities and a half mile up around Galena. And you can see that the rain we saw earlier has now pushed off to the north, and that's why we're getting a little bit of fog, but we will see some sunshine after kids start off with a few showers and fog this morning. 59. We'll be in the upper 70s later today, and there might be a couple of isolated showers this evening, but overall, we might see a little bit of sunshine today.
So even though rain on its way out, already moving out of the Quad Cities, the road's something you want to be aware of as you head out today? Slick spots, water on the roads?
Well, obviously, you know, the roads are wet because we did pick up about a ½ inch of rain yesterday and a little bit since midnight, but in our southern hometowns, they picked up 2 to 4 inches of rain. So down around Macomb and Medina County, you may be dealing with more than just a little bit of rain down that way.
Well, I know one day that folks will be looking out for, and if that's, of course, Mother's Day. Some folks may have plans outdoors, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye on how that day is looking.
Yeah, we'll have more rain coming in. Now, keep in mind, when we get to that 7 and 10-day forecast, you're going to see a lot of percentages on there. There's almost a daily chance, but there's going to be dry hours each of those days, too.
All right, good to know. Thank you, Anthony. Well, the big day is Sunday, and we could be spending billions of dollars this weekend, all to celebrate Mom.
You've got to look at what's trending. That's coming up next.
The time now is 6:40. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Chris Langlois, Emily Scarlett, and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.